Namaskar. Welcome to the example number 14 for the event progeny prospects. In this example also, we are going to study a male chart whose destiny on the progeny prospects is weak or is not destined to have a progeny. So we will study the destiny in this chart now. Example 14, no progeny prospects is destined to this native. Let us examine the birth chart and the destiny now. This is the birth chart of that male. Before studying the destiny, let us have a basic study on the birth chart. The basic study on the birth chart, I have been telling the importance of that because the basic study on the birth chart will have some indication about the basic strength and weakness of the particular house matters. Having got some weakness in the basic study itself, if in the detailed explanation or extended significations, if it is having unfavorable, that unfavorable strength is going to be more strongly, it will be indicated. In the basic study, it is not having strong, unfavorable, all favorable. Then in source, it is got strength. In the extended signification, if it is having some weakness, that weakness will be there, but intensity will be comparatively lesser because source significations are good, only the result is going to be weak, means that is weak only, but it will be comparatively lesser. It means in the source itself that weakness is present, that it is already liable to give strong unfavorable in the extended significations also. Then same way in the destiny planet, that is cuspal sublord of that particular house also, if it is signifying same way, then it is going to be more unfavorable. Apart from that, for the progeny, we have to check not only the fifth ruler, but also the Karaka planet Jupiter. Now let us check the basic study. Lagna is Leo Lagna. Fifth cusp is falling in the Sagittarius. We have to study the fifth lord. Fifth lord is Jupiter. Jupiter is posted in the previous sign in the third house. It is in the Scorpio sign, but not in the fourth house actually. But it is in the sign of Mars, the ruler of the fourth house, but it is in the third house. As per degree, it is good. But it is influenced by the Venus and Mercury. Jupiter is closely conjoined with Venus. Venus is third lord and 10th lord. So fifth lord conjoined with the third lord and also 10th lord, and also conjoined with the Mercury. Mercury is second lord and 11th lord. Second lord, 11th lord is good and third lord is fine, but 10th lord is not good. Fifth lord and 8th lord Jupiter is occupying the third house conjoined with the 10th lord and favorable to 11-3 significator. So the Jupiter posted in the sign of Mars, that Mars sign lord is posted in the sixth house. It is not good. So that Rasi lord is weak, but that occupant and conjoined planet are not completely unfavorable. That we have to keep it in mind. But when such planets are combinedly present, then their influence will be strongly present because in the Jupiter, if you take fifth lord, also eighth lord, occupying third house is not bad. Suppose in the extended signification, this Jupiter is having unfavorable signification in CST and CSL, then fifth lord itself will weak, and that will be spoiling or afflicting the Venus and Mercury. These other planets also will be afflicted. So as per the cuspal lordship and occupying house, that affliction is not that much. But Saturn is aspecting to Jupiter. Jupiter is aspected by Saturn. Saturn is sixth lord and seventh lord. From the ninth house, it is aspecting, that is fine, but it is sixth lord. So that Jupiter is in the sign of Mars. Mars is posted in the sixth house, But that sixth lord is also seventh lord occupying ninth house. Saturn is aspecting. So the Karaka planet, obstacle causing planet Saturn is aspecting, being the sixth lord, it is indicating some weakness. And also that this planet also eighth lord. So in the self-signification of CL and OCC, some weakness are indicated. And Karaga planet, obstacle causing planet also is present, and 10th lord also present. Some weakness is indicated, that too in the sign of Scorpio. That Scorpio planet is in the sixth house. Some weakness are present, but not detrimental on its own. That we have to keep it in mind. So only by way of extended signification, this planet Jupiter is further more afflicted by other planets. We have to check it. So now let us check the self-signification and extended signification of each planet and the destiny. So let us study here itself. Not to go to the EPS table and give the colors is not required, because we are going to study only the destiny planet. So let us, I think studying here itself is enough. Just a minute. Let me scroll down. Yes. Now self-significations. Now let us study the self-significators. And let us keep open the birth chart also. And yes. If you study the self-significators, let us check which are the strong unfavorable key planets. Ketu is good, Venus also fine, Sun is good, and Moon is having some weakness. And Mars, fourth lord, ninth lord occupying 6th and 2-6 star lord. This is also not very strong. 4-6-2 16 not good, and Rahu is fine. Jupiter is fifth lord, eighth lord occupying third house. That already we studied. It is in the sign of Mars, but occupying third house. 3-7-11 is good, but this grouping 2-4-6-8-10-12. Second house is okay, but it is further supported by 4-6-8-10-12 grouping. Fifth lord is moving towards favorable, but result is going to be completely unfavorable, not just with one unfavorable primary cuspal sublord, but all the supportive key planets, supportive sublords are also present. That to eighth lord. So Jupiter is strongly unfavorable. And Saturn is okay. And Mercury, second lord, 11th lord occupying third house is fine, but 4-8-12 star lord. So this is also weak. So Moon and Jupiter and Mercury, then comes Mars. These four planets are strongly unfavorable. Out of them, Jupiter is fifth lord itself, self-afflicted planet. That itself is having the unfavorable. So now what we have to do, we have to check the fifth lord. That fifth lord Jupiter itself is strongly unfavorable. In the star of Mercury, another unfavorable key planet. 5-3-3-7 are supported by this, but fifth lord having got unfavorable on its own, it is going to experience 4-8-12, that is star lord planet, for the 4th house, 8th house, 12th cusp. That is weak. And Jupiter is also conjoined with the Mercury. You can see Jupiter and Mercury are in same sign, so both are connected. Rulers link are present. And Mercury in the star of Saturn, that Saturn is, is supportive, but what do you call? That is not going to completely reducing the strength. If the sublord is favorable, somehow it can reduce, but the sublord also Mercury. 2, 11, 3, and 4, 8, 12. So fifth lord planet, that to the Karaga planet for the progeny itself is weak in star and sub of the unfavorable key planet Mercury. This is indicating weakness. That Jupiter is aspected by Saturn. Saturn is 6th lord, 7th lord, 9th house is fine, but Jupiter and Mercury are conjointly present. That is unfavorable. Sublord also Mercury, that is not good. So fifth lord is weak. And now we have to check the fifth cuspal sublord. Fifth sublord is Sun. Let us check Sun. Sun planet is fifth cuspal sublord. Unfortunately, that planet in the star of Jupiter. Jupiter this is favorable but unfavorable. Fifth sublord in the star of your planet strongly weak, favorable and unfavorable. But 2A level planet Mercury weak, and sublord again Mercury again it is weak. So that planet sublord, that fifth sublord Sun in the, that is Lagna Lord and Lagna sublord 159, all good houses. But the unfavorable, you see the planet which is strongly favorable, which is holding all the favorable signification, unfortunately that planet is a free planet. So the free planet in the sin, that planet will not act as the star lord for any planet. But unfavorable key planet is not a free planet. So any planet can be in the star of this Jupiter. So unfortunately, that fifth sublord itself in the star of Jupiter, and the star 2A level Mercury and sublevel is further supporting to the Mercury. Suppose the sublord planet instead of Mercury, if it is having favorable key planets, so then what would have happened? Suppose Venus was running. So the star level is weak, I mean, favorable and also mixed one, it is indicating weakness. But sublord, if it is favorable, it can support for the progeny with some treatment. Some of those, some obstacles are there. With the help of some treatment, that the cell planet can support for the progeny. Now, unfortunately, fifth lord itself is weak, star level sublord are weak, and fifth sublord also the star of unfavorable, further supported by the 2A level and sublevel planets. So that too, they are all conjoined together. I mean, that Jupiter and Mercury are conjoined, ruling are fast. So that way it is not very strong. So it indicates destiny is weak. So the native is not destined to have a progeny in his lifetime. That is the destiny this native has got. I think you are able to understand how the destiny planet is signifying that to Karaga planet Jupiter is itself is unfavorable. Fifth lord itself is self-afflicted. That makes the fifth sublord planet is further reduced by the Jupiter itself, and that Jupiter is further reduced by the Mercury planet is 4A12, which is also conjoined with the Jupiter. Though there are some favorable houses are present, but unfavorable combination is strongly present. It is not favoring for the progeny. I think you are able to understand. We will meet in the next example. Good luck.